Welcome back to Gail and Gary USVI. What you're seeing is our mom talking with the ladies right after her first chair exercise. So we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy, and feel free to leave a nice comment that we will share with her. So we just got back from mommy going to a senior program, and she is very excited about it. So tell us, mom, how was your day with the ladies at the senior program? What did you do?
I did many things that I was procrastinating on and trying to place myself in a position that I am not able to do these things anymore. Everything was stimulating, and it's activated things that I didn't even almost thought I didn't have anymore.
Okay, guys, so we are here with mommy, and this was her first day at her program where she met up with some ladies that meet at a recreation center here, and she got a chance to kind of get out and see what's going on in the community for the seniors. So, mommy, we want to know about the first activity. Well, you did two activities today. So, tell us about the first activity.
The first activity was the brain game.
Okay, brain game. So, do you think that this activity stretched your brain?
It reactivated my brain.
Okay. So, tell us about the game.
The game was a game where you identify by a card. It's like a card game, and in the card for which you would be a place, animal, whatever you could be, will be taped over your forehead, and you will know who you are, what you could be, and all of the other members that was a part of the game, participants, they could see who you are, but you don't know who am I. So you would, and then they would put a timer, like one of those sand timers, and then you would begin to ask the question and guess who you could be. But their answer to you would be yes, no, maybe, close, or something like that.
Okay, so you are given a card that has what you are on it, and it could basically be a place or animal or some type of thing, something that you can easily identify, or you can identify, right?
Yes.
And then you can't see the card. It's taped on your forehead, and everybody is you're asking questions about what it is, and the people are responding, but they are not giving you too much details. They're just responding yes, no, maybe, or close.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Is it maybe too?
Maybe no.
You mean close?
That's it. Close
or no?
No.
Or
Like
yes.
that. The game has a name to it. I got to make note of the name of the game.
Okay. So basically, almost like yes or no question answers.
Yes or no questions, and based on that, you will be able to know who you could be.
Okay. So, were you able to identify what you were or who you were?
Not initially. at first, I had to establish whether I was a place, because I said, am I a place? No, I said, am I a place? And then they would say,
Okay, so were you able to answer who or what you were?
no.
Okay, so tell me what happened.
I guess very close, but I did not guess the exact name because it was I established by asking who am I by guessing whether I was animal a place or what. I was a place. So as I began to ask the questions, I try to give answer of what kind of place I was. All the answers that I gave, I thought of many places, and I was not that.
So what types of places did you think you were? Or you asked?
I answered that I was a bus stop, or I was a church.
Okay, so basically you said you asked, what did you ask?
I asked, am I an animal? They said no. Am I let me see, a plant? No. Am I a place? They said yes. Then I said, and then I start naming places. And then I named church, hospital, school, store, every kind of place I could think of, I was naming.
And the answer was?
No.
So
So
you
I said,
need
well,
to change your strategy.
I said, what kind of place? So I said, is it red? Is the place red? I try to go with the colors of places. They said, no. I said, it's a museum? No. It's a recreational park? They said, no. But when I said recreational park, their face lit up. I said, oh, it's a park. I said, recreational park. But what other kind of park there could be? You know, in my mind, I wanted to know, try to come up with the answer.
Yeah.
But that meanwhile, the sand timer thing is going down, down, down. I said, oh Lord, let me see. And I could not. That sand timer just went straight down. There was no more sand to go down. So the person who was in charge of doing the game, she should let me know who I was. And everybody, when their face lit up, they was trying to give me a clue.
Mm-hmm.
The clue was
Okay, so
parking lot.
so you were a what?
A parking lot.
A parking lot.
I was a
Okay.
parking lot.
So when you said park, they were like, ooh.
Yes,
Getting
that's close. They say yes. They say, oh, get close. They say close or something like that. Maybe it's maybe, something like that. And that's where I lost. I didn't know I was a parking lot.
Well, that sounds like a fun game, Gail. I agree. So, so hopefully you'll play that game again. We could probably play some of that around here.
Yes.
And you could get some more
Brush up
practice.
on my skills.
Yeah.
Because the instructor told us that these mind games are very good for just even her. She was a middle-aged lady, and she said because you'll be surprised how you can have your mind so relaxed that you limit how far you can span your mind. You already know all this stuff, but because you don't stimulate it, you have to stimulate, your mind need to be stimulated. She said even when you go to the doctor, let's say if you go to your doctor and the doctor asks you a question about certain things, the doctor don't know, that's what they're asking you. And you can give them some details about different things that they will be able to use, even if they had to go back to some reference book to take care of you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, because your situation is an individual situation and you have to be able to help the doctor. So she said even when you should make some notes when you go to the doctor as things start happening. you know, when you get in front of the doctor, you don't forget all about it. Now when you leave, you say, I should have told him about this. But
Oh, so she's saying that as things are happening at home, you should just pull out your notebook and write it
Right,
down so
right.
that when it's time to go to the doctor, you already have everything written down.
right, and this time that you have with him, you share with him all the
Yeah, that does make
because
sense.
you forget about it.
Yeah.
You know, after, let's say if I had a little pain run down my neck, and I just put some on it and forget about it. Now when I go back to the doctor, how have you been?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been fine. Now after I leave the doctor, oh shoot, I forgot to tell him about that pain.
Yeah.
You know, so I appreciate that activity very much, and
Okay.
I'm looking forward to doing that again.
Okay. Good. So what was the second activity?
Oh, after I left out of the brain game activity, I walked into the chair exercise.
Chair exercise. Uh-huh.
Chair exercise. It had just begun. So I went and everybody was seated, and they only had a few seats in the very front of the class. Well, one thing about me, I have never been shy, so I went straight up in the front of the class, and they were starting off with slow rhythms music, and I love music. So there I was in the front doing all of the different things that the instructor was doing, but I discovered that as simple as they may have been, I wasn't that. There are parts of my body that I haven't did that. Like I say, wait a minute, what is going on here? I'm here trying to lift up my leg. You have to lift up your leg and put it back down and lift it up, but not with your hand. Just lift it up.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, Jesus, Brandon, so these legs are very heavy to lift up, you know? And different exercises and coordination. Because not only are you lifting up your leg, but you're doing something else with your hand while you're lifting up your leg.
Yeah.
If you're lifting up this leg, you got your hand going this way. And I was off. I was right in front of the class. Everybody was on rhythm and I was off. I could not believe it.
Well, I know that those types of things come so easy to you, but you haven't done that in a long time, right? So, I mean, what do you expect? You're gonna take a while to get it, but I really believe you're gonna be the star of the class when you get through doing this, because I got to see some of it, and guys, I did get a video of that, so I'll put it in this video. But yes, I thought she did very well. So, Mommy, how did it feel to be in an environment with these people doing these activities?
It was it was stimulating because I had almost accepted that that's my past, and that I'm at a stage that I'm not supposed to be trying to do that. You know, I don't have to, because I have the convenience of having my children, and they have been so attentive to me, and all the time. So it's the simple thing that I use the answer for myself or do, I give up, so I'm not doing that. I don't have to, you know. But now being a part of this activity, I'm glad I didn't just say, I don't want no activity, I don't want to be around nobody and nothing. That's not true. I enjoy interacting with people, and I also enjoy realizing that I still have another lease on life, you know, and I need to make up my mind that I'm not going to just throw up my hands and give up. I'm not there yet. So I know I have begun to feel that because I was blessed to make 80 years old, I saw many of my peers that are younger than 80 years old, and they just have given up. So I said, well, I'm one of them too. And I don't want to, I'm going to give up too. I don't have to do it. I'm afraid to do it. I fell down a couple of times because I know that I need to slow down. I noticed that the instructor of the chair exercise, she had this thing coordinated in a way that you're not going to hurt yourself. you do what you can, and even when she got to the fast pace, because you know there's a warm up stage and then there's a warm down stage, but when she got to the stage where you were moving fast, I noticed all my peers around me, even some older than me, was swinging their feet and throwing up their hand in rhythm with the music. And I said, well, gee whiz, what happened with my hands? I can't get them going in the right direction, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of felt like, oh, I got some catching up to do. So,
Well, I think that it's fair enough that you have not done that type of thing in a very long time, and those women, many of them, after speaking with them, they've been doing it for a while, right?
yeah.
So yeah, you have some catching up to do, but that's the good thing about it. You can catch up, or you can take your time and get to it, but as long as you're doing something, that's all that matters.
Right.
And I think that's what Gail and I want for you. We want you to just enjoy these days that you have with us. You're so blessed to have them, and we want you to enjoy them. And I was so excited to hear that there's so many other activities that you're interested in. So what are some other things that they said that they that are upcoming?
Oh, they gave me a calendar, event calendar, and they have so many things. A lady that I met going into the center, she attends an activity bingo in another facility, and she assured me that the prizes that they give is very good.
So you want to play bingo?
So I'm looking forward to that, you know? So I have to check my itinerary here and see what is coming up next.
Okay.
Oh, you have an itinerary?
Yes, I have an itinerary. I'm establishing what my itinerary will be from the
Oh.
calendar.
Okay.
Yeah, let me see now. Today is what? Today is this is June.
Oh,
Well, you know, tomorrow I have to call in to find out what time the water aerobics is gonna be.
so they do have it tomorrow?
Well, I'm gonna call.
Oh,
It might not be tomorrow.
No.
You said June,
June the
so
1st.
it's not tomorrow. But tomorrow they have bowling. I think that's what I saw.
That's tomorrow the 22nd,
Yeah. What's on there?
Fairborn Market.
Oh.
Market.
Oh, so it's not bowling.
No, not bowling. And
I was looking at June.
yeah, and then the next Friday will be the chair aerobics again.
So tomorrow is a market.
Yeah,
What time is that?
the market, Fairborn Market, and it's RSVP required.
okay, Ma. So there's some other activities that you saw on the schedule that you are interested in. So tell us about them.
I like line dancing, aerobics, mind games. I like crocheting, things like handicraft and stuff like that. That's what I love.
Okay, guys, so this is awesome. So we will be staying in tune with Mom. We'll be checking in from time to time to see how these activities are going, because we're going to see if she's going to become the best chair exercise person, and we'll see what line dances she learned. So guys, thanks for tuning in to Gail and Gary USVI, and we will see you guys again soon. Bye.
Forget your own self, but I have to have time to get my medicine straight. I have to have time for a lot of other little detailed things,
All these places.
you know? And then there's no mess up my doctor's appointments,
No.
you
What
know?
is that saying? It's beginning May 31st.
Let's go Farmers Market, Gail.
Well, let me see.
And then if I want to, I want to do the chair aerobics again. I think once a week chair aerobics is good for me, you know? I need something like that. Keep my joints out and confidence back. And I also like that mind game thing. She said she'll be there on the 4th, June the 4th. she's not there every day.